Yo guys, playing Resident Evil Resistance has made me do this video today. It's a long story, but basically I've had this idea of creating a sort of a platinum review. So once I've got a platinum trophy or thereabouts, I'll do a video discussing my journey through getting the platinum trophy and all the trophies involved playing the game. So, Resident Evil Resistance. The game broke me down playing this game. If you don't know, it's sort of a Dead by Daylight clone. You play as either survivor or mastermind, a group of survivors try and escape Mastermind. Mastermind's job is to kill the 4 survivors. The trophies vary in the survivor game mode or the mastermind game mode, getting specific sort of kills or tasks with either 2 sides, and then there's some miscellaneous stuff as well. The trophy list isn't too bad, but there's problems with it. So from today, it's about start of March, and I believe the game came out in April last year, so it's been about a year since it first came out. So the trophies for it require you to get a win with each character, and make sure your teammates also survive, or on the opposite side that you kill everyone as well. So one of my first concerns with this game whilst playing it is the matchmaking. That's probably one of the biggest faults of the game, is its matchmaking, unfortunately. So going in, a group of us all going to be low levels, not sure what we're doing, you're going to get put in with a lot of games where you've just got a disadvantage from the start. You don't know what you're doing, you've not got as many upgrades as the mastermind or the survivors, and they're just better than you at the game. Which, I get that if the player base were all like that. If they're all tryhards or just been playing the game hardcore longer than me, fair enough, I've got time to learn the game. But what I often found is whenever I'm the survivor, so in the group of 4, I'd always be put into a team with people the same level as me, or round about. And then when I'm the mastermind, we often find that that's when you get put in with all the level 500 dudes that just walk through it. So that was the first sort of hurdle. The game was trying to get put into fair games for sort of newcomers. Whether that's the case that no one plays the game anymore could be a factor. But if that puts you off, rightly so, it's hard to sort of boost the game if you're a group just solely looking for a quick boostable plan. If you're playing as a party, it forces you just to be the survivor, so you can't really fix wins with the mastermind unless you somehow get matched with them. I believe there is like a 15-minute delay in getting matched with someone twice in a row sort of thing, but we often found that not to be the case unless it wasn't your teammate. So there was a few cases where we'd run into one guy as a mastermind, get wrecked by them, and then the next game, oh, look who it is, it's the same person again. So that was probably the major concern of the game's matchmaking. To be fair, looking back on it now, a lot of the miscellaneous stuff you can do solo. You don't really need a party. Might take you a few games to get certain trophies, certain character specific trophies, but it's sort of just the luck of the draw, really. I mean, passing up is always going to be better, but you get the trophies eventually. The masterminds just seems to be harder on the other side of things. So there's a couple of trophies where you have to get specific kills. Like I believe one trophy is getting 4 kills with Alex with traps, and when you first start off, your traps are just rubbish. You can't really get kills with them. So you've got to get 4 kills throughout the entire 3 rounds if they survive that long with traps alone, and it can be a bit difficult for that. But there's ways to do it. I think the game wants you to level up and get better traps, or more stronger traps, and upgrades for your traps and sort of stuff like that. Another point is the survivors. So when you're playing the survivors, you've got to rely on other teammates as well for some of the trophies. So I believe one of the trophies is to have everyone in your team have a special weapon at the same time. The problem with that is there's only one character that can give out special weapons. I believe Jill can get one herself, but for the most part, Jan is the person to go with. She's got a skill that she can buy special weapon, or your other tactic is to use the supply zombies, which can be a bit hit and miss if you can get into, if you can get them. So the tactic with that is to buy a special weapon with Jan and then drop them for your teammates, and also look out for sort of the supply zombies when the notification comes up. Obviously it doesn't show up on the map, but you've got to search out for it, and you've got to continue playing the game as well. You can't just sort of solo, because you've got to make it enough progress to get enough supply zombies, get enough special weapons, and the hard part of it is also getting your teammates to pick up the weapons as well. So there were many times where we had 3 of our guys with special weapons. You're in the 4th area, pick up the 4th weapon that you need, you drop it for the Jill. It's never Jill. You drop it for the Sam. It's always a Sam, I don't know why. So you drop it for the Sam, it just runs past it, pick it back up. This is all like the mastermind's trying to kill you. When you pick it back up, run through him, drop it again in front of him, start spamming the voice commands or shooting the floor with the gun, is trying to get him to pick up the weapon. It just doesn't pick it up, and then the mastermind either finishes you off, or it's time to go on to the next round, or fully finalise it in this case. So those sort of the concerns that we ran into the game, getting the platinum. So most of it, in conclusion, you could get just through playing the game. You'll eventually run into a nice lobby, or an easier lobby, and you can focus on the specific trophies. The wins come eventually. It's very hard to get wins. You'll probably find yourself getting 1 or 2 when you get matched with lower ranked people once you've gotten better at the game, and then it's probably best to sort of party up for the sort of more difficult character specific trophies. But overall, did not enjoy this platinum. Wouldn't recommend people going for the platinum, and play a different game, play a different Resident Evil, or play Dead by Daylight instead, because that's probably better off for you.